video. We're starting a brand new series, and this is for the ECPE exam or any learners out there who want to basically really improve their level of English. This is aimed at proficiency learners, so it will be good for you if you're doing your IELTS or your TOEIC or your CPE exam. And the aim of these videos is I'm going to give you 10 proficiency level words in every video and go through them pretty quickly. All of these words have actually been taken from proficiency exams, so you will see them. So let's go for it. Alright, a surge in. So if someone says there's been a surge in something, it usually means a rapid increase in something. So you can see here on the graph, there's been a surge in the number of people. The other way you'll hear this is a surge of electricity, and unless you have one of those special adapters, everything's going to blow up. So a surge, or a surge in customer demand, perhaps. So a sudden increase, as you can see here. And my example, there has been a surge in violence in recent months. In other words, it's going up, and it's going up fast. To be thrifty, and also the opposite, a spendthrift. Now these are great words, alright? So to be thrifty basically means that you are not generous. You don't like spending a lot of money. You like Scrooge. You like keeping the money in your pocket. And a spendthrift is someone like me. When they have money, wah, you just go crazy and you start spending it. Oh, it feels good though, doesn't it? So it's all about the money, this one. Thrifty, you don't like spending money. You're not generous. And a spendthrift, you spend it like candy. Alright? So, to be tight-fisted, this is another way of saying thrifty, not generous. He's so thrifty, he won't even pay for plastic bags at the supermarket. Woo! How stingy can you get? Alright, to be obstinate. A word that is very familiar to me. If you are obstinate, you don't listen to anyone. When you've got an idea in your head, you will not change your mind at all. Like this poor guy. This guy, you go cowgirl! Or is it a cowboy? I think it's cowboy. My apologies. He's obviously trying to get this donkey somewhere near that shed, or in that shed. But the donkey ain't playing ball at all. Donkeys are renowned for being obstinate animals. Very stubborn is another word of saying it. He is so stubborn, he will never change his mind, or obstinate as the case may be. To be vague. Ooh, lovely word. So to be vague means perhaps you're giving someone instructions or directions, and if you're being vague, you're being unclear. So maybe if your friends are coming to your house and you say, oh yeah, just take this road, go past that shop, and then take the 4th left. And they're like, what road? What shop? Yeah, vague means you're not being specific. So in other words, it's very hard to understand you. Unclear. And another way of saying this is ambiguous. And they love using the word ambiguous in the ECPE. You'll see it all the time. Trust me. The instructions are far too vague. We'll never find the hotel. An extrovert and introvert, really useful words here. Basically, an extrovert is someone who likes going outside, who likes socializing, partying, being around people all the time. They are social creatures. An introvert, like this guy, party animal! Introverts, they're the opposite. It's not necessarily a bad thing, it just means you prefer your own company. Alright, so these are words to describe someone's personality. Another way of saying extrovert, is outgoing or gregarious. I'm a real extrovert and I love parties and socializing with my friends. To penetrate. Alright, so to penetrate, best way of explaining this is to show you a picture. Nowadays in all these action films you'll see all these armor piercing bullets which penetrate the metal of a tank, or if a policeman is wearing a bulletproof vest, it goes through the vest. So to penetrate means to go through, enter, or to pierce something. The bullet penetrated the bulletproof vest. Not a good thing. To harvest. Alright, so this is something that farmers will do. They grow crops and then after a certain period of time they will harvest them. So it means to collect or to gather things. The farmer harvests the wheat at the end of the summer. And to facilitate, another word that you will see very, very commonly, especially in the ECPE, to facilitate something usually means to make something easier or to aid. It's not very clear from this picture, but when you see the example you'll understand. So to help make something easier, a quiet environment like the one in the picture facilitates learning. So in other words, it's easier to learn in a quiet place. If we cooperate, it will facilitate the new changes, make them easier. Alright, to inscribe. So if you inscribe something, you are like cutting your name into something. So here you can see a trophy or a cup, and usually when you win something, your name will be engraved or inscribed. She had her name inscribed on the trophy. To be illiterate. Illiterate literally means that you can't read or write. But nowadays we'll hear this as part of an expression to be computer literate or illiterate. So computer literate means you know how to use a computer. Computer illiterate means you're not familiar with the programs and the software and you don't know how to use a computer. So illiterate, unable to read and write. I am not very computer literate. So you are telling someone your computer skills are not very good. Alright, so thank you very, very much for watching. I hope this has been useful. If you've got any other questions, or you can think of any other use for these words, which there may be, there's lots of double uses out there, please send a comment and we'll post it up there. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.